In our last session, the party right within the Guildhall ward, right outside the Great Gymnasium, where Adam was breathing fire and making strange hooting noises, leading the Harmonium to the conclusion that Verity has picked up a very weird one. In private, so far with citing Ahi as being highly confused about his mother, fixated on the issue. Zestia reminds Alara of priorities, of finding the Grandmaster before attempting anything to get back to the ship, and find the others while at it, but to focus only on the essentials. Tia and Ahi are temporarily housed at the Guildhall Ward Harmonium Garrison for the night, according to procedure, on with their daily activities. They make a stop at the Green Tower in a market in the Grand Bazaar area known as Tivum's Antiquities, known for selling portal keys, where they consult an old tiefling named Alluvius Ruskin on the nature of the strange newt they had picked up. Like the process of being analyzed, but Alluvius Ruskin offers to buy the newt after the identification, to which Adam refuses, as being best to sell it off now before it gets too big. Key eater, and whatever depends on what it's fed. Its nature's being fueled by potential. The party also seems to have caught scrutiny of a strange gnome with a pet ferret who seems to duck out of view when spotted, and is later seen to be tailing them without his pet. They catch their noon fare the Zenus parts and pieces, where a Dasmafit with a grandiose name seems to have taken the role of a food preparation. Adam shares a house special with the newt by letting the creature swim in it, to some growing concerns of the others. As luck would have it, in the Grand Bazaar, strangely dressed in Sorrentina's far more colorful clothing, a subtlety in play acting for the group to learn that she's trying to recover what she can of the ship's supplies, or at least stop the sale thereof by looters. She can't easily leave the scene without losing track of the inventory, and so Rose reluctantly decides to let her continue with her self-appointed mission. In a miniaturized chest from her, which should contain some useful supplies. The final stop of the day after Verity purchases food supplies is to the Bleaker Orphanage at the gatehouse. The carriage passes quickly by a bunch of Chaositecs who seem to have picked up a new chant of the day. It's dark by the time they arrive. The teacher for the day has apparently not come for the day's lessons, and the kids are somber enough to give the group pause. Where Verity has attempted to try and liven things up. Verity, or rather everyone, what are you doing now?
What were they supposed to be taught?
Bleakers teach life lessons in the matter of Bleakers,
Oh.
such as keep expectations low and such.
Oh,
Generally
shit.
along the lines of keeping expectations low.
Terrible.
That's sad.
Terrible teacher.
Alara is going to go out and shoot her last two messages to... Who are these people?
Sorrentina and Varkat.
Correct. So Varkatu, I'm just gonna copy paste. So
Could you repeat the messages?
okay, I put them in the notes. The thingy. The doobly-doo.
Read it out for the viewers at home.
So the first one is to Varkatu. It says, make way to first garrison, name drop Verity, and that you've been asked to wait for them there. Snafu, still missing Jormund, Mayweather, Dati, and Gasket. For Sorrentina, Same thing, except still missing is Seru, Sarmia, and Twitch.
Okay, Alara, this is what happens. Ending, you word it in your mind, and you transfer the message telepathically across the distance to the individual known as Bakatu. It bounces off.
No.
It would appear that the target of the intended recipient is immune to divination magic,
Ah, okay.
Ah, okay. Got
or
it.
otherwise pains to not be identified or contacted.
He's wearing a mask.
He's probably
As for
hiding.
Is that known
Sorrentina,
all time?
Mm-hmm.
give me a moment. You again picture your words together, flashing them off towards the direction of the one that you know as Sorrentina. The other end, but strangely, as a response, images flash back at you. You glimpse a desolate landscape of endless jagged rock, chrome black brambles, withered tree trunks, the twisted material of the surroundings, as if braided also together. The sound of a voice. Gosh, don't be rude. Long since I had a chance to speak to one of my daughters.
That don't sound like Sorrentina at all.
Oh no. I don't like this.
Hang on.
Alara.
Something is up with the internet. Can I
Turn or
just...
horror, the sending doesn't end right there. Something else to it.
Oh, headshot.
Oh,
Shah?
when my internet's bad, I'm pretty much just use hotspot and it usually
Hello?
works out okay. Oh, there you
Shah?
are.
Okay. Because I'm like...
The sending does
Oh,
not
God.
end right there.
Mm-hmm.
You may choose to add something, but you can sense something has gone quite wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Rose.
Alara, this
Nope.
is in your mind space.
Yeah. You're still in the sending.
Oh, I'm still in the sending.
If you wish to go to Rose or anyone, you terminate the sending.
Because for some weird reason, better or worse, it hasn't ended yet. Kind of weird.
To be honest, I didn't hear anything that happened.
Damn it. Someone want to repeat it for her?
Crazy old lady answered. Does not sound like Sorrentina. She says it's like been a while since one of her daughters.
There was an unfamiliar voice. Don't be rude. It's been so long since I had a chance to speak to one of my daughters.
And you find yourself in the plain of dust and jagged stone and black brambles.
I stop
Yeah.
the thingo. Yeah, I stopped sending.
Okay, Alara terminates the sending.
Is Alara shook?
Is that something else is making contact with Sorrentina's mind and you have slept into it?
That's very, very interesting. So I'm going to go to Rose and ask her about this. So where is Rose right now?
Rose is innocently standing next to you because sending does not require you to say anything physically.
Yeah, okay. So she's still there. Can I turn to her and I tap on her shoulder and I go, so I tried calling Sorrentina and
Alright.
a crazy old lady has apparently replied. Do you know anything about this? What do you know about Sorrentina?
I know that. Wait, you were contacting her telepathically, right?
Well, I tried to.
I don't think there should be any problem for you to contact her, but oh no. What do you mean when you said you heard an old lady?
Um, it definitely doesn't sound like Sorrentina. I'm worried that whatever happened to her in the other place happened to
Oh
her
no.
again, but I might be wrong.
Oh no, we definitely did to actually talk to her before the whole crashing happened.
So sick.
Well, I've also tried to contact Verkatu, but it seems he's protected himself again, which is good, but that doesn't leave us with a lot of room to figure out what happened. I can try
Can you
tomorrow.
still do something?
Nope. It's out for today.
All right. When you could you try to contact my teacher? She might be able to help us more.
Which one is your teacher?
Miss Sarmia.
Sarmia. Okay.
Are you able to message her? Do you think?
I'll try tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. Rose. Rose might seem calm right now, but she is preoccupied.
Okay.
Yeah, because what Shad because Alara did bring up about the other place she's going to shoot a glare at Adam.
Suddenly, of course, it's Adam's fault. Ha.
Yes.
Um.
Should have known. Shouldn't have let other people like do the job.
Well, in any case, there's nothing we can do about it right now. My suggestion is we find a place to stay, because obviously it's dangerous to be homeless over here. After saying that, I look around and what's everybody doing? Like, who is playing with the kids and Newt?
Have we been asked to entertain the children by Verity?
Let's assume we have.
Okay. Hayes would be gathering a few of the little morsels and passing on the knowledge that he has learned, like how to properly kill and skin a small rodent. He would be
Because-
using the gopher for this exercise.
Not bad.
The
Is
gopher.
Hayes actually demonstrating with the gopher?
Yes, if he is allowed to.
Verity?
He is allowed to.
Verity stops saying.
Hayes, no.
Hayes is sad.
9. He's got 9.
The children look up at the gopher. Shaped like a rat.
Who says
Rat
this?
should work. The child.
Yes.
Like a child.
Are there any rats here?
Let us check the cages.
Oh.
One of the kids goes to go and check the cages.
Preferably one that you are not emotionally attached to.
We are not.
Okay. Hayes
Not
puts the
interesting.
gopher back in its little cage. Pat, pat.
The gopher is just like completely tense and frightened. It pees a little bit.
It lives to die another day.
The kid returns with a rat.
Ah, okay. I shall teach them the proper way to slaughter a rat and drain its blood, and then skin it and etc. Cut the portions, and identify what shouldn't be eaten. Basically, use his tool proficiency. Yay!
The children listen attentively and like you can see some of them taking mental notes.
Cool. Hayes is impressed by their eagerness to learn. Perhaps
Okay, I
they
just
will
want to take
survive
a note.
outside.
Carrot,
Yes.
the driver departs immediately after dropping you off, citing that he's not going to stay in the hive after dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's
To get any carriages from this point onwards within the hive.
okay.
Okay, meanwhile, as you're doing this, like probably some of these kids will become morticians when they grow up because they're already so suited for it.
Neat.
Okay. What do the others do in the meantime?
Can I then step outside and scan to see if creepy gnome person is around?
I failed my check.
Your perception roll.
Okay, let's hope it works. 19.
Sweet.
Around. The hive puts you on edge at any time. There's just too many furtive looks here, maybe a window opening and shutting, a curtain closing, people lingering a bit longer on the streets than they should. You don't see the gnome around.
Okay, I go back in. And I stay near a wall because I'm sort of freaked out about the kids. And that's all you're gonna hear from me until somebody says something.
Is there a kid who looked? Yeah, are the kids still petting Newt? That's still what's going on here.
Well, after like Hayes, there's the whole show with the rat. For a retreat scar.
All right, cool. Since they're not petting Newt anymore,
Fira is watching Hayes and the lesson he's teaching.
okay. I want to. I want to see if any of the kids look like they're like the leader of the pack and or seem to be in charge.
You don't think the kid is part of the group, but if there was anyone in charge, it would probably be the outspoken one. That he's sort of a lesson in skinning a rat doesn't seem to interest him very much, and he's looking around, like kicking a rock and rearranging some of the stones.
All right, cool. So I want to go up to him and I want to ask him like, as I walk up to him, I want to be like, "Oh hey, my name's Adam Pyros," and I extend my hand.
Adam Pyros. I am called Aiden.
Hi, Aiden. You seem a little different from the other kids. Mind explaining to me why?
Oh, places.
How? What places? Sorry.
I grew up in other places.
I see. So you're just here because you're like a victim of circumstance or something? Parents died?
He blinks a bit. And shrugs.
Portals, I reckon. I don't know. Everybody has their own circumstance. But here, look. I heard from Mr. Tin Man over there that there's a place where I could get some like free dinner and like some free lodging for the night. Could you like point me in the direction? I heard her name was like Alicia or something.
Alicia? Oh, she's nice.
I hope she is.
She's down that way. He points southwards.
Well, you see, I'm not really like good with directions and everything. How about you show me around? Uh I'll pay you in a favor.
I don't think they're allowed to leave the orphanage.
Aiden says he's not with the orphanage.
Okay.
He looks. Though Verity likes some things and she doesn't like some things.
Oh, Verity won't mind. He already doesn't like me, so there's no point in asking.
Verity doesn't like you.
Yeah. I don't know why though. I'm a pretty nice guy, right?
You're a bit of
Verity
distance
likes
away from
everyone.
each other. Respond to this.
Wait, who's respond? Are you asking like?
One wish to respond.
Oh yeah. Anybody?
Hayes is busy performing his
Demonstration.
his demonstration.
Your pet is very cute.
Why? Thank you. I got it from a crazy, chaositous guy, whatever they're called. I'm new here. I don't know the terms yet.
We just call them barmies.
Barmies. I'll write that down, and I write it down in my notebook. All right. Seems like there doesn't seem to be any sort of objection, right? How about it, Aiden? I'll owe you a favor. You can claim it anytime you want.
Sure, he shrugs.
All right, let's get going.
Aiden turns around to where Verity is. Verity, I'm going to go with Adam somewhere. See you later.
Congratulations, you're a creep.
Everyone hears this.
Yeah, okay. Hearing that, Alara turns around and looks towards Adam and looks at which little person said that.
Little person? It'll be this, the little boy called Aiden who does not seem attached to kids.
And then she looks at Adam and raises an eyebrow. Where are you going?
Arya is just like miserably sitting in the middle of like the circle of children.
Lel. I look at Adam and I go, Faye, are you taking the little boy?
Oh, I'm not taking him anywhere. He's showing me around.
I don't trust you. But
Tell me something I don't know.
We'll see what Verity says, because this is one of his kids, after all.
Well, Verity
did
says,
respond
"Take
already.
yeah, he says, take care, don't bring him to Chaos Man places. And
Happy face. Although you can't see the happy face.
Probably.
because it's inside the helmet.
Oh, okay. And then
Oh.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah. Why do you want to come along with Alara?
no.
Is Rose doing anything?
Ouch.
And then I look at Aiden and I sort of crouch down so that I'm eye level, and then I put my hand on his shoulder and I go, take care of this person. You're probably smarter
Hi,
than him.
blue lady.
Hello. You're probably smarter than him. So take care of him, yeah? come back soon, I guess. And then
Okay,
I
do
stand
it.
up and go stand at the wall again.
What's Rose doing? Rose has been quiet.
Rose
You
is
gonna like
watching the
hunters mark
children.
me?
Rose has been watching the children from
Oh,
quite
Verity
close to Alara.
says, while I was talking to Aiden, Verity goes, follow them if you want to find a place to get your bearings. So halfway through my sentence, I go, oh, alright, so little Aiden, it looks like Verity trusts you more than anything. I guess I will. So I am following.
I'll just to speed this up. You play your little games with the children, whether it's your memory or word games. Assists in his own way, as does Arya, however reluctantly. Soon go back inside because it's bedtime. What do you wish to do now?
Verity. Head back to first garrison. Says Verity.
Hayes?
Hayes would ask Verity if he needs. Oh, yes, this is Verity. He probably needs an escort. I shall escort Verity back to the first
It's
garrison.
so cute. It's like, what am I talking about? Yeah. And I guess we will go to Alicia's. What's it? Yeah, we'll go
Rose will
to
follow along.
Alicia's pantry.
Place where the food's stored.
The
Food
birds
stored.
will go to the soup kitchen.
Verity? It says you are making a move. In your helmet. And you hear the voice of Aram Kirkston. Verity? Bit of your time, if you will. Could you stand somewhere where you're not observed? Nothing at all. Nothing that we want to trouble the ordinary citizens about, you see. Hayes is fine too, yes.
I'm
Imagine
gonna
where
try to
trouble
speak a
might
little
be.
bit. Alright.
Right.
Very hard.
Now that we are aside, to make my observations, and I found the eyeless corpses. They appear to have burnt out from within the skull, leaving no trace of darkness or shadow. What's left is a pure husk that rejects any form of necromantic magic and manipulation, being like an overdose of positive energy. I'm not very certain what we are dealing with now, but the light might not be our friend. Please be careful.
What else did you find from there?
Just that for now. That's all I can tell. Maybe your friend at the garrison has more clues. I'm not certain. Verity, he does seem quite tired at the moment. I'm not quite sure. I've not encountered something like this before. Well, if anything else, ta-ta, good luck. I'm sure everything will be fine. The connection breaks.
I typed that thing.
Hayes wish to say anything?
Do you?
Oh, does it speak to me too?
Yeah, Hayes as well.
Are you reading the Roll20 chat?
Hmm. He will give his usual response of understood.
Okay. See, it's faster for Verity and Hayes to get back to the first ward garrison from the gatehouse. You all cross the ditch. Waterway that's more of a solid at this time of the year, vaguely remembering what happened just yesterday or last night.
Are more people jumping in, or is that a rare occurrence?
Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be the case, although you can sort of make out dark shapes moving at the bottom of the ditch. Either people scavenging for the real junk among junk, denizens, the less of which it said, the better. You make your way back to the Harmonium High Fort garrison at L41 without incident. Jenny looks up at the lot of you again. Another late night?
While we're heading over, Hayes will ask Verity why we're heading over.
Need to know about the corpses.
Okay.
Okay.
You head back to the Harmonium ward. Officer Jenny tells you, Imeltha, the surgeon, has departed for the mortuary, but he has left his observations behind. Bundle of notes which is written strictly confidential for Verity and Alara. Alara is not here at the moment, so gives you the package. Alara and Verity. My dissection is complete. Terms here which describe various veins and arteries that don't make terribly much sense to you, but it goes on. Has revealed several etchings cut deep into the flesh of the dead neck, seared in with special pigments and allowed to heal over, that effectively form brands. That slavery practices back in Vithalanos. Alara should know more on this. To be a serial number of sorts, but I'm not able to tell more than that. The Mercy Killer, Sile, seems slightly troubled. I'm not sure why. Older etchings I could sort of make out even under those scarrings, but they are ineligible by now. Can tell. Those are his notes.
This is from Imalthal, right?
Yeah. Part was. These appear to be a serial number of sorts. Sile seems slightly troubled by this, but I did not press further. I could make out older etchings, even under those scars, but they are ineligible to me by now.
Okay. Did it mention if the mortuary people here know about the serial numbers, or is this like it's like a serial
Imalsa
number?
only did his work in the garrison and went off to the mortuary. So these
Oh,
notes
okay,
are
okay. All right.
He's talking in like a movie kind of monologue thing, which is super cool. But he's not actually there.
Yeah. Read the thing, you read it in his voice.
Justice Isle, I believe he went back to the went back to the prison.
Perhaps we should find him and inquire further.
He did say that you two should get some rest as well. You've been doing quite a bit of late nights.
Hayes turns to Verity. Hayes nods.
All right then, where are you headed off to?
We're off to see Sael.
Right. Anyways, it's going to be a long while. You might as well bunk a night there when you arrive.
Hayes nods.
All right. Getting to the prison will take you a long time, so we'll move on to the next group.
Since there's no
Where's
more
the
carriages.
prison?
Aha.
There's no more carriages. Not mad.
Yeah.
Okay, so from the gatehouse by foot going down to Alicia's pantry, which is at H24. Give me a moment.
Oh, problem.
It's a bit of a walk, I think.
Usual.
Like people to roll for survival.
Oh dear God.
Okay.
But don't they have a guide?
Yes,
Ugh.
the guy is a small boy.
8.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't like really know
He can
where.
keep himself fine. No one's
What are
gonna
you guys
follow.
worried about? Look, look.
Okay.
I'm fine. Not really.
It's even
He's taking
worse.
the risk of survival.
Y'all gonna lose the boy. Oh no. He disappears in the crowd and y'all get
We'll be
lost.
fine, guys. What are you guys talking about? We're
It's okay. I'm guessing Fira would be pretty good at surviving.
And we have one more
She
person.
doesn't have any home ground advantage.
And the actual ranger.
Yeah, the ranger.
Oh, wow.
Oh damn.
Oh,
Who needs home ground
That's some
advantage?
advantage right there.
That
Try
is
and show her up.
amazing.
What about Rose?
Rose.
Oh, she just came back from getting a drink.
Make a survival check.
Survival.
got it, girl. I believe in you. I'll stop believing in you because it seems my belief is bad. Shit.
God, why? It's okay.
It's
Fira
okay,
got
guys.
this.
Fira put you on her back.
She team carry man.
Okay. So you all carry along for trying to follow Aiden. The orphan boy in his little suspenders and shirt just sort of skips along. La 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 la. If the darkened roads of the hives without a care seeming, you can make out there's been rain recently. There's fresh mud all over the roads of what you hope is mud. And every now and then a window overhead like just opens out and something is tossed down to the streets. The more quiet now. Those people that you do meet along the way seem to be trying to keep to themselves, and you can make out various other young kids who seem to feature large lanterns that they carry around. This touts. Anyone needs a tout service? Sir, madam, you all seem like. Eden just waves his hands. They're with me. They shrug. Tout service. There are other strange characters along the streets. Among them, like some dressed lady sort of beckoning to you. Do you like a good time? Good time, sirs? Good time?
I mentally note down where this place is.
They're
Dang,
all
who
around
would
the
want to come to
corners.
the freaking hive for a good time?
Oh my god.
Adam, even to
Catch
your
all sorts
even
of
to your
diseases.
untrained eyes, you can tell they do not look very healthy. Like they try and put on a lot of makeup and such to cover it, but there's not much flesh on their bones and all that.
Oh God. I
Go on, Adam.
no.
Make a note of it.
I make a note in my notebook and that's about it. I ignore. I smile at the skinny ladies and I continue following Aiden.
They smile back, some of them, and you notice some of them are missing teeth as well.
Oh God. He is barfing internally.
Okay. Just for a while, as the boy skips ahead, we are being watched. Everyone make perception checks.
Alright, this time. This time I got it.
Shuto. Okay.
This time.
Good roll.
Still don't have it.
21.
Yay. Go,
Shit.
Alara.
Okay, what do mine eyes see?
Okay, Alara. Let's see, Rose, and let me try Fira as well.
Only Adam doesn't
You
say
are
that.
turned in about the same direction as you are. Like, there's tall buildings around here, plenty of rickety roofs that you wouldn't trust to weather up to any kind of Vithalnos tidal storm or such. And then clicking of tiles, some clattering to the ground as a dark shape seems to move over the roofs, passing your direction. Catch a glimpse of something very long and very sharp. Something else with some faint light, and something which has the vague texture of steel or black scales. It is hard to say.
There are many, many things.
One large thing.
There's a thing.
I pat Rose and I go,
How far is it from us?
When you say large, do you mean like large, like 10 feet
Bigger than a
in
person.
one
That's all you
dimension?
can tell. It's
Oh,
the shape
okay.
just moved across the rooftops and it's gone.
Okay, so it's like big but like still medium sized.
Bigger than the person. That's all you can tell.
Yeah.
Like there's no details to see in the dark here.
Oh, okay, all right.
Also, now we only caught a glimpse and now it's gone. So it's not like we can immediately.
You guys just think it's Hayes being Batman.
Hayes
It
didn't
was
carry a
larger than
weapon
Hayes,
though.
That much you can be sure of.
So
Guys,
it's like,
what are we stopping for? Let's keep going.
What was that?
did we stop? I thought we kept moving.
Yeah, because Fira stopped. That's why we percent.
Right?
Yeah, that's
at
what
the
we-
same time to look as you did, and you see Fira sort of step back a little bit and glance around.
I don't like the look of that.
I'd say I like the look of that.
The look of what?
It's
do you
like
not
the
like?
general look of disgust flashed towards Adam. Like what?
I was joking.
When is the thing that you don't like?
Like, cause I think to Alara, he was focused on retching at the ladies of the night.
Yes, I
Music.
was. Yes,
Uh,
thank you.
I sort of touch Rose's shoulder and I go, Roof. I think we need to get going.
Fira
Faster.
nods and zips up and moves. Adam, there's a predator in this area. We don't want to be its target.
Follow suit.
How do you guys see this thing? God.
With our
Okay.
eyes, Adam.
All right.
Oh,
all right.
sass.
I quiet up and I continue walking along, following Aiden.
The rest of the journey is quiet until you eventually arrive at a building at which several signs are sort of handwritten notes are like pasted up. Place is best known as Alicia's Pantry. It looks like it was an abandoned workhouse at some point. Food here. And from the looks of it, while most kitchens pick and choose who they let through the door, whoever runs this pantry is not discriminating in the least. It's depressing. The pantry has a surprisingly cheery interior or an effort thereof. Posters covering the brick walls bearing slogans like "A full stomach lifts the spirits," "Is a new day." Clusters of paper strips arranged to resemble flower bouquets decorate spotless wooden tables filled with steaming pots of soup and stew. And there seems to be a diminishing line waiting outside, helping themselves, using themselves with songs that poke fun of the quality of the food. A young woman is waiting there, is serving everyone and not seeming to give a mind to the various jokes that pass along. Everything is taken in stride here, it seems. Although she does have a particularly somber expression, one that doesn't quite fade away no matter how much she tries to smile. To look at you, and she points at one of the nearby flyers.
Okay.
What's on the flyers?
Posting on Discord.
The leeches?
Okay.
Oh
Ooh.
no, that's not the one. This is the one.
That's one of the flyers, and the second one is the one below it.
Aw. So it's
Who
dinner
kind
now.
of
Is it dinner or supper?
Dinner now.
Dinner.
Hi, welcome to Alicia's Pantry. We don't ask for any money, but we do ask that you contribute an hour or two of your work.
I nod.
Sure.
I go towards her. What do you need us to?
Well, you can help us wash up once the eating is done. Most people do that, and you can also help clean the floors. You can even stay the night if you like, but it's a bare floor.
Can I use?
We can lend you a bedroll.
I think that would be.
Can
quite
I use my
nice.
magic to help you clean?
That would be wonderful.
I demonstrate and I cast prestidigitation on her to clean her up.
She tries to smile a bit, and then the corners of her mouth go back down again. You notice that there's dark circles beneath her eyes, and there has been like dried tears at some point.
Miss Alicia, was it?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Adam Pyros. And I walk up to her and extend my hand for a handshake.
She reaches out and shakes your hand, nodding.
As I'm shaking her hand, can I feel our hands rough or smooth?
I would say they are rough.
Okay.
Now, I just use this picture for her here to imagine.
Alright. You said she always has this like somber expression on her, right?
No, it seems a bit, well, you wouldn't know normally.
Okay.
Circles and all that. Just use this picture for now until I can find a better one.
No problem.
Whoa,
Rosa.
she's like hot.
What?
Sweet.
I imagined her to be this like middle-aged,
Yeah, like those nannies, right?
slightly,
Thing is, she's a bit youngish, and well, none of you are from Seagill, so you wouldn't know the story. But she has the look of someone who was born pretty high, decided to move here for some reasons.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Like her and all that are they are hard, but they haven't exactly built up the whole layer of scar tissue and calluses that come with like a background of hard work for her age.
All right. Cool. So as I stop shaking her hand because it would be super awkward to keep holding on, I look at her and I'm like, since you said it was okay for some free lodging, we're looking to spend the night here, but
By all means, make some room. There's plenty to go around.
lovely. But you see, I
A
don't.
boy named Aiden is nowhere to be seen.
What the fuck?
Seems to
All right.
have
I'm
gone-
probably not. I'm probably not concerned with that moment, but maybe some of you are. Because I look at Alicia and I go. No, I mean like not as in like I don't care about him, but more like I'm talking to someone, so I wouldn't be looking for Aiden while I'm talking, right? So I look at Alicia and I'm like, I don't really feel good. Just staying here for free. So besides, you look
Well,
like
if you have
you're-
coin helps.
okay. Well, I mean the reason I'm here is because I don't have, but manual labor, I'm pretty good at that. So if you have anything else you need help with, just let me know, okay?
Knots. There's some whispering around the crowd and all that. Say, all over here, bringing all kind of trouble with them. Some of you catch the whispers in the crowd.
Eh.
I cast prestidigitation on. If I can, if I catch them whispering, can I clean them up?
Adam, keep that for the dishes.
That's funny. Do it.
Like
Okay.
if I catch them whispering, can I clean them up?
Like Mary
Right? You
Poppins.
can.
Just clean them up and then I go line up. I go join the line for food, and
Fancy boy knows a few tricks. Hope it's good enough.
smile at them. At this point, I reckon I would have noticed that Aiden's missing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I look to Rose and I go, "Did you see where Aiden went?
Rose shrugs.
Don't you like hunters mark everybody you see?"
I do not do that. What do you take me for?
I don't know. I just sorry. Bad to assume. Okay, well, if he's not here, I guess I'll go look for him. You guys should go line up for some food, I suppose.
And
And then Rose count hunters marks Adam.
Why? What? I cannot.
Don't get going into trouble now.
Oh god.
You'll
Do
be
I
fine. I have.
hear this? Like
I'm guessing
conversation?
we're all just
Alright, all
together.
there.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
all just
we're all
together.
there. Okay,
We're
okay,
all
okay.
like out loud. Yeah.
Alicia has gone back to being busy, yeah?
Okay, this is there's a bit of a commotion from the crowd as like some are turning away and looking around. As you can see, some people are stepping aside. A woman arrives, and accompanied by a group of others. Some equally armed and armored looking thugs or so. She walks straight up to the crowd, ignoring them, and to Alicia. You're not still keeping him here, are you? Crystal, welcome to have food, but please do not trouble the others. Alicia, you're generous and kind, but this isn't the best place to be doing so. Even if you harbor that one. And I didn't say anything about when I harbored you, so please return the favor. Alicia, please see sense. Of the heads sort of look up and look around at the rooftops and everything. It's not some wounded animal that will slink off after you beat it. It will come back. And more than your livelihood will suffer for it. Duly noted, Crystal. The woman named Crystal nods. Don't let me say I told you so. She goes in, gets her share of food, helps out a bit, and later on leaves with her group unless anyone wants to say anything to her.
Rose is gonna try approach her as she leaves. She's gonna ask, is there something wrong?
What isn't?
Well, we're trying to stay here for the night or two. If there's danger around here, I would like to know.
Aisha sort of gives a look, but Crystal shrugs and says, in case you didn't hear, Alicia's harboring someone whom I really think she shouldn't, but it's a choice, it's her people, she doesn't turn anyone away, but I would pick somewhere else to stay if I were you.
Is it a criminal?
Alicia looks up. Enough. Like I say, hive business, I don't even have to bother if I didn't want to. Herself.
Okay. Well, since our hostess has spoken up, Rose is gonna back off a bit. Can I make I don't think I can make an insight to Alicia to see
Do it.
if she
Do
thinks
it.
that the person does she look like she's putting up with someone dangerous? Like she knows she's putting up with someone dangerous?
You have to get all you have is the context of what was said so far.
Alright. Okay.
Crystal and her lot do seem to be like gang members or such.
All right, but she didn't threaten Alicia, right?
No.
Okay, Adam's gonna chill then. All right.
Okay. Rose is gonna go back to Alicia. Oh wait, before that she's gonna go to Alara and she's like, do you think we'll just be staying here for a day? I think we might have to trouble her for longer than that.
If we can find a better place.
There's only one policy I have here, which is that I don't turn away anyone needing help.
I nod.
That's fair.
If
Well,
anything, if we're thinking of staying here, I think we should give a little bit more than just our time. If that were the case, but what we can do is speak to Alicia later. She seems to be quite busy.
alright. I guess we'll help out first. I'm still full from the other place.
I nod.
What else? What can we help immediately?
A
Shit.
few hits turn around.
Mimi!
Fuck. I forgot.
Mimi!
What was that? Mercs brought something with them. It looks mighty tasty.
I
About that, it's got strange things sticking up from its sides.
God. I look at I look at Fira. I'm guessing like Crystal is still here, yeah? Like she hasn't like left yet, right? So this is all still happening within the span
Glance
of.
up at the creature, but like she shrugs and returns to her own food.
All right. I look at Fira and I tell her to go look for to go look for Aiden while I feed Newt. And then I look at Rose.
Wait, why are we looking for him? He brought us here, right?
Yeah, but he's missing. Like he brought us here, then he just left, disappeared. Isn't that just weird?
This is his place. He probably needs to go back to the orphanage.
He probably knows his way around this place better than we do.
Definitely, he brought us here. But I don't know. I owe him a favor, so
Oh, how do you find someone that knows the place better than? Alright, I'll go look, look.
Wait. It's dangerous for you to go alone, and I can't go with you because if I go with you, Newt won't shut up for a while. Rose, could you? Yes, Newt. I'll feed you in a sec. Rose, could you accompany Fira for me, please? I'll owe you a favor. If that means anything.
Rose's mouth gapes a few times, like open and close and open, and she just says like, "I really think this is a waste of time." And she
Well,
looks at Fira.
I'm-
Don't you agree?
I'm sure Fira would agree.
Kira shrugs. We'll just take a circle around the block, is it? Block,
Well, let's go
place,
then.
house, yurt, whatever. If he's not there, we come back.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Just for a second. I mean, our time would be better spent helping Alicia out, but alright, just for a second. Let's go then, Fira.
Alara, Adam, who in the presence of Alicia, Crystal, and some of the others.
I line up
Alara
for
is getting a bowl to sit down and assess the place. After she's eating, she's gonna try and help Alicia with anything.
Somewhat subpar quality, but there's an effort made in trying to put nutrition into it. Jokes along with anyone that comments that the food is a bit poor. It does seem to have affected by something recently, and even Crystal, the gang leader, seems to avoid certain topics around her.
What can I tell roughly what the topics are being discussed?
That are being avoided or that are being discussed?
Discussed.
Discuss general Sigil weather, what's going on, so on and so forth. Well, there is talk about they say the insurgents are on the move again. They always say that the Harmonium Mercy Killers will say anything that lets them get more power over the city. Just don't say it in front of their faces, of course. That they don't come to the hive then.
So nothing about Newt and nothing about the zombie shenanigans.
Well, son, I'm looking at it. It's going up. How much gin you think that one's worth?
Jin?
Jink,
Jink.
as in
So
money.
it's a slang. I thought that was the currency. Damn.
Jink.
I heard gin as well, and I'm like, they use gin as
Jink?
currency here.
Damn, that's harsh.
Or something. I mean, at the very least, you'll fit nicely into a pot, but just wait for something to happen if you really want it by then. And then more conversation going wrong about. You hear about the ship that went crashing through a really bad piloting. That one.
I tune
I
in.
think it's intentional attack. Nah, but I hear some folks are really riled up about it. The fated, I mean, when they were giving out the insurance for things crashing to things, because you know that doesn't happen in Sigil except when primes come in. Primes come in, ruin the place, move on. Standard story. And then, what else you hear about the ship though? Who went in skedaddle mostly? Probably trying to tuck their tails around, avoid notice, something like that. But heard they got the captain though. Whatever it means, probably he's not coming out of that prison after that lot. They'll make him serve. There's some shrugging. I'm not putting any gold or silver or copper to that wager. And shh. What do you think about shh?
Do I hear when they go shh? I'm like, damn. Do I hear anything about any zombie shenanigans or
Zombie shenanigans?
from yesterday?
Like,
I think.
you think the Dusties lost any of their deaders? Yeah, nothing more than usual. I mean, you can never really tell, can you? I mean, you send deaders to collect deaders, and something's bound to go wrong at some point. Doesn't seem to be anything specific to your case.
I continue eating, and
Any
then
other topics any of you are trying to listen in on?
I'm gonna try to talk to Crystal if at all possible. After I feed Newt, of course. I feed him everything, and then I'll take a potato for myself if that's okay. I feed him like the meat and the potato, and I'll take a potato.
while he's talking to Crystal, I'm just gonna get up and ask Alicia if there's anything I can help with.
Okay, I'll get back to you, to Alara. Adam, how
Sure.
do you approach Crystal?
All right. After I finish feeding
Take
Newt,
one table and you notice the other hive dwellers there like stand up and continue eating while standing.
they're like, are they standing at the table that I take, or did they like make a motion to like walk away?
Around the chairs, like just stop sharing the table.
Okay, cool.
Just the whole table.
All right. Okay. So after I finish eating Newt, I
Newt?
Feeding.
feeding. Sorry, I have a flu.
Please don't eat Newt.
Sorry, my words are coming out weird.
What do you
Okay,
feed Newt exactly?
I feed Newt. It says right there for dinner they have like a slice of meat and 2 potatoes, right? I feed Newt the slice of meat and a potato, and then I'll have like a potato for myself.
Newt kind of eats everything like you eat noodles, like slurp, slurp.
Okay, how big? Can I get like is he still round from the pot from the stew, or has he like digested, or is he like give me like a
feels
size?
bit roundish.
All right.
How
Cool.
big is Newt, actually?
Is he the size of a cat
He's about
yet?
the size of like a larger cat now.
Ooh,
Oh,
He's
damn.
kilo
he's big.
size. Damn.
goddamn. All right. I
And
wonder-
when we first got him, which was
Quite
yesterday,
hard. He was the size of a cat when you got him.
oh, so he gained like 6 kilos. Cool.
But you mean like by a cat? You mean like kitten, right? Because there's no way a
no,
cat can
cat,
fit into
cat.
my scarf.
Cat.
A smaller cat.
Yeah,
I
it's a
imagine
small
it's
kid.
3 kilos maybe.
Well, all right, cool. Okay, so this is how I approach. After I presty my plate and everything, and I clean it, and I make sure to clean everything. I want to walk over to Crystal's table as she's eating, and I want to stand like next to an open chair, and I want to gesture to it, and I want to ask her, "The seat taken?"
This is for gang members only.
Well, see, I have a little bit of a proposition for you. You're a gang member, a mercenary of sorts. You should know when a good deal is presenting itself, don't you?
She sort of holds up one finger and like the other gang members put down their cutlery and look at you.
I stand firm, like I cross my arms with Newt in my scarf, and I'm just like, come on, I'll make it worth your while.
Heard that many times before, but let's hear it.
All right. Do they let me take the seat? Can I like motion to put my ass on the seat? Do I see any of them grab their weapons?
Gang members only.
All right. Cool. I stay standing, and I go. All right, look. I'm a little new here in this town,
I can tell.
so I don't know how a lot of things work. But I do have information that may or may not help you. So how about I start first? You know the ship that you guys are talking about?
I wasn't.
Well, I'm from that ship.
Where you are.
David. I'm
And
and see that ship had a lot of really well kept weapons and goods on it.
she takes a swig from her cup and sort of flicks her finger into like flick something out of the water. Mm-hmm.
Interesting? Or no?
Why don't you already have it?
You see, because of the way the plane crashed, the things just rained into Sigil. This is what this place is called, right? Sigil.
Well, you got one thing right.
Yeah, so the stuff poured in and rained into town. I may or may not know where you can get a large portion of these salvageable items.
Look, Bert, this ain't the ladies' ward. You don't do the fancy double speak here. Ain't anyone got time for patience for that.
All right. Here's the deal. I let you know where a lot of these equipments fell. And since I don't actually know what I can use you guys for yet, let's just say your gang owes me a favor. How's that sound?
Pauses to think a bit. You're the only survivor?
The one and only. My boss is in a prison somewhere, but I could care less. He's practically dead as far as I know.
This requires a deception check.
My pleasure. Not my pleasure. Shit.
Mati ka, mati ka, mati ka.
Man, I've been rolling so shit for the 2 weeks.
We'll think about it.
All right. That's good enough for me, I guess. And I saunter off.
The rest of them give you looks as you head off back to your table. Alara, are you doing it? Alara, you head off to Alicia to ask if there's anything you can do. Your friend has a useful cantrip. Now there's plenty of dirty linen and dirty linen. We normally bake those in the oven to keep them free of mites. Are you good with laundry?
I nod and I roll up my sleeves, ready to go.
Right,
Maybe
if you're doing this the old-fashioned way, you'll be doing laundry for the next 1 or 2 hours.
maybe after when things wind down, I can ask you a few questions.
Alara doing laundry. Meanwhile, Rose and Fira.
Yep.
After you all exit the pantry, Fira turns to you.
What?
Rose, right?
Yeah.
Was that what I thought it was?
Come again? I'm not hearing you.
Was that what I thought it was?
Where?
Lena, you wanna try relogging a bit?
Yeah, because I can hear him just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Rose?
Okay. Yeah.
Was that what I thought it was? Out food for free.
Yes. Apparently, someone's doing charity down here in the dumps.
We met so far, we're doing anything like it at all.
I guess she's not from around here. She's probably a bit more well-to-do. I mean, I've heard of people doing charitable work, but I guess she finds her purpose here.
Does that actually work?
I don't know, but I like to think that something like this helps. I just hope that she can continue doing it for a long time.
Right, so everyone continues to benefit from the free stuff.
Maybe some for the better, maybe some for the worse. I don't. I wish she had more security around here, though, to keep trouble out.
Dorothy, she looks around at you and the whole place. Like, everything here looks like it could fall apart any moment.
Well, she doesn't benefit monetarily, but yeah, what I mean is that keep troublemakers out.
I was saying,
I
where
don't
would you
think
begin to start defending this place?
Rose laughs a bit. Well, I guess you have a point.
Let's take a look around. Perception check.
Why are we doing this anyway?
Please, 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 please.
Oh,
What
good.
do I
Yes.
Well, the boy brought us here. Adam maybe thinks children. And I'm trying to decide if children here are made of tougher stuff than Turok-Mao.
Well, he walked around here a lot better than we were.
That he did.
Yep, I got 25. What do I see?
Give me a moment.
See Aiden being eaten. Holy shit. I would flip my table.
Rose?
Yes.
The area seems quiet. Quiet,
Oh.
like as in you can hear the sounds back from the pantry further behind you. Like rats squeaking in the gutters or like crows pecking out whatever they can scavenge from the junk. Or like stray animal noises in the city.
Is it quiet?
Oh yes.
Oh dear.
There's also a strong smell somewhere of cinnamon.
Do you smell that? Rose tries to ask Fira.
Different
Isn't
from the
it? Yeah.
junk around here.
Well, I would think something like cinnamon would be expensive around here.
Cinnamon? It doesn't seem like she knows what cinnamon is.
Oh, well, it's a sweet smelling spice. People usually use it for desserts.
Sugar?
I don't think
Yes.
browner than that.
Burnt sugar?
Okay,
That's
can
kind
can
of
I try
sugar,
to
isn't it?
see where the smell comes from?
It seems to be further down. It seems to be further down along Black Boot Walk, rather eastwards.
Hmm. Is there anything that looks interesting from around there?
Well, like again in the hive, like most buildings look like dilapidated, crumbling, built one upon each other, and all that. There's stuff. It's pretty dark now. You have dark vision, do you?
Yes.
Okay. You can make out there's like stuff lying around the sides or the alleys. Like Fira doesn't appear to be able to see in the dark, although she has tried to train her eyes a bit. A
Okay.
bit further using the light of the pantry behind her.
Oh yeah,
Further than you.
it's past dinner right now. She's going to motion to Ilenia. She's gonna say, "I'm gonna go look over there for a while. Do you want to come along? Not too far off.
What for? It,
I smell something smells good.
all right. Maybe it tastes better than dinner.
Well, it's something that I wouldn't expect to smell around here in the dumps.
Okay. Roll forward around Black Boot Walk. One of the buildings is a slight rickety shed. Seems to be slightly stronger from an alley between the shed and the adjacent building. Views within the alley itself. The smells coming from inside.
Oh, it's inside the building.
Focused inside.
Are there windows?
Well, there are windows on some of the buildings, but most of them are boarded up and locked or such.
So,
An asset in a place where the smog is so strong.
oh, okay. Well, I don't think we can look inside. Can I circle around the building?
As in, the smell is more coming from the alleyway. You could look in if you wanted.
All right, I'll do that. I'll go into the alleyway.
Goes into the alleyway. Give me a moment. There appears to be at the end of the alleyway, seemingly standing against the wall, leaning against the wall also. Cinnamon smell intensifies.
It's what can I make out of the person? Is it a male, female?
That seems to be against you, looks somewhat male, humanish but slightly larger size, or rather like slightly bulkier human.
Is it in armor? Is it wearing armor?
Yes. Seems to be.
Okay, so Rose is gonna approach him slowly and say, "Hello. Are you with the harmonium?" She's going to when she gets a better look at him. Does he have the harmonium emblem?
Fira whispers to Ellie, Rose, Rose. Make a perception check.
What check?
Perception.
Perception.
20 fus.
Dang.
You're approaching Rose.
Sorry,
You
double click.
You see like Fira's like gaze turns. You see Fira gaze. She can't make out anything through the darkness, but she does seem to be drawing back and like reaching out for her weapon.
Are we
Look at
gonna
the figure with his back face towards you, leaning against the wall.
Oh, he's not
And
facing
then
us. Okay.
no, make out whether it's a male or what.
I see.
And then you make out like there's a large puddle of some kind beneath the figure, which at first you thought was rainwater or something from the gutters around you. But it seems stronger and thicker than that.
Does it still smell of cinnamon or is it smell of
Salty smell in the air as well, just barely arising above the cinnamon.
Okay. So I can't see any emblem on him on like on his back or cape or anything, can I?
Nope.
You gotta go turn him around.
Okay. So well, because he's in armor, she's going to think that he's probably a harmonium member. And she's going to try say, "Oh no, Rose, do you pick up the smell of blood, Rose? I don't know." Oh well.
Rose.
Well, the salty smell is coming up, right? Okay, so I think she's quite close to him by now because she approaches
How
him.
many feet away?
How many feet will you show me?
How many feet do you want to be away from the figure?
Okay, I would think that to be able to smell the saltiness is probably about 20-25 feet away, 30, not that far, not that close.
30 is too far. There's too much
Okay,
garbage in the alleyway.
10.
I see. Yeah, then I'll be 15. He would hear me before that, wouldn't he?
Yes, the not responding is rather odd.
Hello? She's gonna try call out to him. So I'll be 15 feet away.
No response.
Okay, she's going
I don't
to...
like this at all.
Okay, Rose is going to throw a glance at Fira. How
You can
far
see
away is
Fira better,
Fira?
and she can see you, but she has an arrow drawn on the bow and notched, ready for anything.
Okay. All right, she's gonna look back at the guy. He's not moving. He's still not moving, right? So she's going to slowly she's going to because what's her name? Elena has her bow out. She's going to ready to take out her bow, but yeah, she's going to step back slowly and see if the guy starts moving.
Fira like
Yeah.
this grits her teeth. He's asking you a damn question. The least you can do is answer.
What question? Wait, what? Oh,
He's
wait.
asking
Okay.
you a damn question. The least you can do is answer.
Oh, she's talking to the guy.
Yep.
All right.
And then Fira shoots an arrow.
Fira, no.
The arrow darts into the wall. Her.
Fira, no. She's going to say, "Yeah,
The
what are
figure
you
shudders
doing?"
a little bit.
What? Rose is gonna ask, Ilenia, what are you doing?
Elenia says, if it's a trap, we'd better find out now, wouldn't we?
Okay, she's going to take out her longbow. But she's not gonna knock it or anything. She's just gonna ready it. The guy shudders, is it?
The figure shudders ever so slightly and then starts to fall over. And over. In 1 minute, there was a figure standing there. Like, top part kind of slides off, and then the second part below that, and then the third part and the fourth part, and then the whole thing just crashes down like
Okay,
a tower of blocks, but with far more viscera and blood and squishing noises.
okay, Rose is going to quickly aim the longbow beyond him and What does she see?
You hear Fira running away behind you.
Okay, Rose is going to shoot and use a recoil to move 10 feet back and then start running.
But Rose,
Yes.
dark vision, all that. The last thing you see is like as the thing crumbles to pieces, it's like face of a man of some kind, like eyes wide open in horror, and the face sort of splitting apart into 5 pieces in front of the ground.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm also gonna use Misty Step to get out of there faster. So basically, I move like 70 feet.
Two of you run.
Adam, this is all your fault.
Sempat, cause
Alara is still doing laundry.
yep, just making sure everything's
Adam,
wet
you
and
return
clean.
to Alicia.
All right, am I talking to Alicia at the moment?
Yes, she sits down after a while.
All right, I sit down next to her. So, how about we do? Seems like the night's gonna quiet down by itself. How about we do a little storytelling? Little, I share this and you share that kind of thing.
I can't guarantee I can share anything at the moment.
Why? What's wrong?
Feeling very well.
If I may, can I give you a checkup? A checkup.
Oh no,
Can
no,
I-
it's nothing like that.
So what's wrong?
Recently,
What recently? Sorry, I missed the first.
I lost my sister recently.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Was she someone really important in your life?
She turns around to you with 1,000-yard stare.
I put my two hands up at my side, and I just like, I've never had siblings, so sorry for being inconsiderate. Apologies.
This requires a persuasion.
What?
Cool, we have high charisma. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you kind of just like said the one line that dissed her pretty hard.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, treading on a minefield.
Figures. I just miss her.
Well, hey, look here. I know what it's like to miss someone.
If you ever lost someone close to you,
From where I'm from, I've never had enough people to care about to lose. The ones that I do care about, so to that I can't sympathize. But look here. I'm a long way from home. I'm not from here. So that feeling, that empty feeling you have of being alone, being lonely inside, that empty feeling, I got that the first night I slept here. So I guess in some ways you could say I can relate. You say I'm just being stupid. But if it helps,
I'm really not sure if you're trying to be kind right now.
I am. I honestly am.
Your
Look.
first night is quite different to the first night of forever.
No, I really am trying. I apologize. I'm just a kid. What do I know, right? I say some stupid shit.
Maybe
But
another time. I don't really feel like talking.
alright. But if it means anything to you, and I stand up before like, cause I want to give her space, before I walk off to like I don't know the entrance of the tree. Before I walk off, I'll be like, but if it means anything, I'm I'm always here if you want somebody to talk to. Okay. That's I'm not a terrible, evil, mean person. If you just want me to listen, I'll just sit down, be quiet, and listen. Whatever you want. Okay? And I walk off.
Can you just... She motions you over and points to the corner. I bought
Mhm.
some water, towels, and clean things ready. But are you any good with bandages?
I have had training, but it's not my best skill set. But I can do some basic things.
Is Adam a proficiency in medicine?
Oh dear God, no! I'm just talking about like when we receive training from the different
-1 medicine.
Yes,
From the-
-1 medicine.
from the different elders. You know what I'm saying?
Put mud on it.
But
Do you have the
think-
healer's feet? Find
Tell me.
Alara.
No, never mind. I think I need someone who can deal with bandages for this.
Yeah, you can just go
what
take
is-
over washing the freaking laundry.
what is
Yeah,
where's
are you done with the plates?
where's Alara? What is she doing? She
Helping
seems to
with the
be
laundry.
okay. How about I go swap up with her? She seems to know her way around bandages. I'll get her here real quick. Okay.
All right.
All right. Stay put. And I leave to go look for Alara.
Lara. It's you.
Okay.
About to open his mouth.
What did you do?
Ha. What do you mean? What did I do? I just got here. I didn't do anything. I'm
There's a
innocent.
gloom in the air. I can feel it. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Look, our caretaker, Alicia, she needs some of your help. You seem like you're good with bandages.
Can you wash linen?
I can wash linen.
If you tear it, she will probably tear you a new one.
If I tear it, I will mend it and then I will tear myself a new one. How's that sound?
Fair enough. I take it out, wring it. It's still soggy, and then she just dumps it on him, like in his hands, like flit, and then walks out. I go to Alicia.
Okay.
You need assistance?
He's a good lad, isn't he? I think he's trying.
Him?
Yes.
My face is like, you know, the dead fish eyes, like pointing. Shrugs. I can help with bandages, I can help with healing.
He's a priest.
Could say that.
Priest. He
Priest?
stands up. He stands up and it seems some of the dark circles in her eyes seem to lessen almost immediately. A priest.
Cleric. More like.
I'm not a religious person, but that's the best news I've heard in. I lost my sister recently. Are you able to do anything about it?
How did she pass? Sorry?
Sorry?
I
What did you
asked
say?
how did she pass?
Creature killed her.
Do you want to sit down?
And she looks around the room as some people start coughing and like moving around. Let's talk in private.
I nod and I motion for her to lead the way.
Bristol pipes up from the table in the far end. I remember, revenge doesn't get you very far in the hives.
I look at Crystal and then I nod at her and then I follow Alicia.
Alicia brings you to a quiet side, or rather a separate room. That seems to also double up as the kitchen. There's like grease and pots and pans over here, as well as a yet to be washed cutlery and crockery. But she says, I'm sorry, this is a bit hard to talk about. Have you lost anyone?
I can't say that I have, but I am fatherless. So, when was the last time you slept?
My younger sister is called Nevi.
Maybe. Okay.
Yes, she was the only member of the family that stuck with me after we left the clerk's ward. Well, she and her daughter, her niece, I haven't spoken to niece for a while, but her niece got jumped by this pooler in the district. Someone that thinks there's a sport to be made of stealing shoes from children and selling them for. It doesn't really matter. She thought she would teach them a lesson, and the Cadix happened.
What is the Cadix?
You don't know yet. Perhaps it's best if you never do.
Well, if I were to know, then perhaps it would be easier for me to avoid them. Or at least find out.
There's a place in the hive called the Slacks. There was a fight. The fiends we don't like against the other fiends we don't like. They fought. And a weapon that they later couldn't control. A weapon that they decided to leave here after the whole place was pretty much razed down, and they couldn't control it, couldn't take it with them. It's not the most dangerous thing in the hive at the moment. It hunts, it kills, it things, and my sister, it's gone.
Perhaps it's something my friends and I can find out more about. It sounds... Has it killed more people? This sounds quite dangerous, especially since you're here.
One of the worst sorts. It left her 2 feet behind with the shoes.
From her explanation, can I tell if it sounds a bit like the thing that I saw on the roof?
Do you tell her about the thing?
Yeah, why not? So I tell her, Alicia, that sounds a lot like when we were coming here. I saw a large creature with black scales or something like that.
Scales.
It had
Claws?
probably something. It looked metallic. Could that be it?
She sucks in air through her teeth, like sort of like reaching out for one of the pots almost instinctually. Oh no. What have I done?
Tell me more.
Couldn't think about anything other than my sister for a while. And then a night ago, I heard someone did battle against the Kardix and actually drove it off. It's never happened before. No one has ever beaten it or sent it off before. I found the person, and the looters were there before me, but I found the person. I brought them back.
Was
Helped
that
them to.
was that what Crystal was talking about?
Crystal told me I should have left him to die and bleed out there because the Kardix won't stand for this. Kardix would come back. It's only ever lived in the slacks, but if you say you saw it here,
Okay,
I'm a fool.
out of character, how far away from Alicia's place did we see it? Like 20 minutes?
Well, you're frankly surprised it's not here yet.
Oh, it's near.
Oh,
You're frankly
also,
surprised because it was moving faster than you all and all that. So if it came straight here, you think it would be here already.
question: did you say the guy beat it, or did the guy like survive an encounter with it?
So he drove
it off?
him off.
Chased it off. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to know the word. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
As it actually caused it to have to retreat.
This sounds quite precarious because it sounds like it might be either scouting the place or targeting someone in particular. Do you know where you left the person that drove it off?
Basement.
If I may have a word with him, and if he's still injured, I might be able to try and
He's
patch him
definitely
up a
still
bit.
injured. I wanted someone to help with changing the bandages and all that. I wonder if Crystal is correct. Perhaps
We could go
endangering
down.
everyone here.
The fact that it's not here yet, I'm assuming that it doesn't want to come out of the shadows because there's perhaps too many people right now. Have you heard of it attacking big groups or just stalking?
Addicts, nothing's ever beaten it before. Just
I have my suspicions then. Shall we go and attend to the patient?
you go. I've say anything to him right now, but you need to let me know if maybe it's for the best that we relocate him elsewhere.
That might be for the better. If I could ask, maybe you could set up a one-to-one so that I may speak with Crystal. She seems to know a lot about this Kadik thing.
A gang's called the Razor Angels. People just rough around the edges and
8 people, and the boss is.
there's 6 and Crystal. And the rest of the people at the soup kitchen, like, well, they look like people off the streets and all that. You think in the event of a combat, those people off the streets will like contribute difficult terrain to the battle?
I don't think it will come out now. However, if they do, those people over there, the one that don't look like they can handle themselves, they need a place to run away and hide. Otherwise, it'll be bad for us.
What you can do, I'll go talk to them.
All right. Can I check to see where Rose and Elenia is? If they're back.
About this time, Rose and Ilinia come back.
What do they look like? Like, are they
Horrified.
pale?
Rose, you want to describe yourself?
Rose probably Elenia probably reaches because of my short stubby legs.
Ilinia arrives and like she's just like stiff as a board. Mouth zipped up, not saying anything.
Rose slams the door behind her.
I go towards both of them like super fast. What happened?
Alara, we need to run.
There are more. It seems that there are more pressing matters aside from running. Come with me. Can I take both of them to the basement while I try to heal this guy?
Ilinia puts a hand on Alara, saying, "Where else? Quite far away from here."
Verily, I want to help this lady, but I think we need to run. You can slap her now.
Well, just follow me. Follow me.
Okay.
We go to the basement and we go to the guy.
Ilinia goes, "No!" And some people look up at this. We need to go now.
Elena, there are people that need help. You can run if you want.
Ilinia, you know how I say I don't like, well, I don't really like being put behind all bars and all that, but right now I wouldn't mind having 10 pairs of bars between me and the outside world.
What did you see?
The guy just broke into pieces, Alara. There was blood everywhere.
How?
I don't know. I can't see anything else.
I might have someone who can tell us more. But
Oh,
he's in the
God.
basement.
People start getting up when Rose says this.
Sorry.
And then I look at Rose and I'm like, you might have expedited the thing coming here. It
And then,
seems it doesn't like crowds.
Alicia pops out of the pantry with a bottle. It's like, managed to find another last bottle of. Is everyone going somewhere?
Our friends are back. Perhaps now would be a good time to maybe close the operation for the night. I look gravely towards Alicia.
Yeah, Alicia passes the bottle over to the nearest homeless-looking person, who for once in his life doesn't seem like ready to grab it immediately. So she does so again. Why don't you all take this drink and share it somewhere else? We need to clean up the place a bit. You can see the homeless people looking at each other and then they start leaving.
I smile at the homeless people and then I look at Crystal and I walk towards Crystal and I say, Crystal, right?
Crystal also stands up as to her street members. Is it beginning?
Well, if I had more information, I would know. Do you have any information on it? If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the Kadiks that everyone keeps talking about. I know it's
The
near.
homeless people are gone out of there. Are gone. You've never seen them accelerate so quickly.
That's good! Less people to save. Okay. What does Crystal look like she's doing?
Wait, one of the homeless person pops his head back in. Which way was the body?
I look at the two that came back like, well,
Rose points wordlessly.
Right. You hear like a whole bunch of footsteps in the opposite direction.
Be safe.
tissue
Fucking
pie.
hopeless people. Oh.
Fed? Any information that we might need? If that thing decides to come back, and I'm guessing you'll be leaving as well?
Crystal says, "It's not my job to risk my boy's life. But the least we can do, it's after and run somewhere really fast.
Well, perhaps
We're
I
not going to
can.
do any more than that."
Perhaps I
That's a
can
good
have you
idea.
take perimeter and give me information after. That's assuming we live. I chuckle.
If you want information that's saying, all I can tell you is it's made to be a weapon by fiends. And they couldn't control it after that. So we're not fighting it.
That's interesting. Does it have knives for arms? Have you seen it?
Have you seen it? Really, really? That's only a question a prime would ask.
Well, I'm asking you right now. I have nothing unabashed about it.
Well, if it keeps her establishment in one piece, I think we should do as she says.
No one's ever seen it or survived doing so.
Well,
Straight up in the face? I don't think so.
I walk off and I go to the basement. I cannot wait anymore.
Okay. That says, do you want to bring your other friend with you? Maybe the laundry can wait a bit.
I nod. And then I go to the place where the laundry is and I go, Adam, for once, I might need you. Follow. Please.
But this thing's still wet.
Now.
Yes, ma'am.
Adam, you see a rose looking looking more like a lily at the moment.
Oh no.
Oh.
And it's more like, well, she's currently stiff as a board. Looks at you, Adam.
I give her a good strong pat on her back. Try to get her to run up.
I know you have many different ways of running. We may need to use them all later.
That bad, huh? Alright.
Okay, so we both go to the basement to have a chat with the guy while I'm
Okay.
hitting him. Healing.
Give me a moment.
Sure.
We move to to Verity and Haze. I almost said Herity and Vase.
I think Verity is asleep right now.
Herity and babes.
Hello, hello.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Correct.
really? Is Verity actually is like Verity actually asleep?
Okay. You all head downstairs into the basement of Alicia's pantry. Above the surface, there was all the delicious smells of the ovens, the pots, the stoves bubbling. And with the people gone and dead silent, the atmosphere is gone. As soon as you reach the steps heading down, the smell of cooking vanishes and is replaced by a strong coppery tang, the likes of which you're used to by now. There's a bed here, or at least several mattresses piled up in the way of a bed. There's a wash basin, which is currently stained at the moment, and to the side, there's a bucket just overflowing with soiled bandages, and the figure lying on the mattresses, wrapped from head to toe with bandages. The only thing vaguely visible is that his large muscular form. The knees are showing at the moment, and a tip of a snout with fangs showing above her thick jaw. The rest all covered in bandages.
I just do a healing word real quick. I don't know if it will help, but I'm gonna do that.
How much do you heal?
9. 9.
That's a good healing word. That's a 4.
Okay,
Delicious.
And it's a grunt.
Calm yourself. Alicia was telling me that you fought with a monster. Perhaps even the Kadik. What?
Adam?
I turn to Adam.
Ira?
Who am I looking at?
She is so confused, right? She's like,
Adam, there's only one figure you can think of that tends to use the nose first beyond all senses, and is roughly of that size.
Oh
Is it-
shit! Let me
is it-
flip my notes to remember his name.
is it Narpest?
No, it's not.
Olgar?
It's Ulgar.
Oh god.
It's Olgar! We found Olgar!
We saw this boy walking around like
It was not
3 hours ago.
Okay, so it's not Ulgar. Shit!
Oh, so it's Narpest or Kurok?
It's not Kurok either.
It's not female.
Narpest is a female? Huh.
It's the coolest of rocks.
Coolest.
Does
Adam.
Rose recognize it ish? No.
Oh yes, you all recognized it.
Who this?
Is it Kurok?
Is it actually
If
Kurok?
Rose knows...
Because Rose
It's
is
actually
like,
Kurok.
"Oh."
Holy shit!
It's actually Kurok. What? Lel.
Alright.
Verity called it. Kian called it.
And then Adam, Adam, why is it all dark?
You have bandages over your eyes.
Why is it still dark?
Rose goes up to help him remove
Because
the
it's
bandage.
nighttime. Go to sleep.
Yeah, Rose will remove
don't
the
see
bandage from his
anything.
eyes.
Maybe he got you good in the eyes, whatever hit you.
Kurok, I'm very glad that we found you finally. A lot of people are still missing, but most importantly, whatever that you fought,
Bandages everywhere, and most of them have been soaked through.
I start
Medical expertise
Changing.
has been unable to receive any normal rests.
I start cleaning the wounds while I talk to him.
Prestidigitation, Adam. Prestidigitation.
That works too.
That I don't think that helps clean up
The blood.
I mean,
It's
It
just
helps
like
clean
to
up the
clean
blood
the
covering.
blood. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I'll do that.
Tell Alara, you just gave him the 9 HP, so he's at 9 HP.
Yeah. So he's not gonna be in the fight. Clearly, whatever it is that's
And,
probably coming here.
Bandages, and Adam cleans it, is you've frankly never seen like this kind of beating before. Like there's deep scars everywhere, cuts that hit right up to the bone.
Oh.
Bits of
It's-
flesh is seared off and sliced off at various angles. He's alive at all, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna voice that out and be like, holy shit, Kurok, how are you still alive? As I'm eating him.
The clatter behind you. Pira has just dropped her longbow and just slides along the wall to sit down.
I go tend to.
Whatever it is, I have a feeling that whatever you fought with is going to come after you again, and we cannot have that happen. And then I explained to everybody what I was told about the Kadik. And then I move on to, but as far as we know, we don't know what it looks like, we don't know how to fight it, and if it comes here,
It's
Yeah.
not dead.
apparently not.
It's not
And
dead.
it's on the roof somewhere, and it is paying for your blood.
I see.
If anything, we need to get rid of it today.
Put me up.
So we help him up.
Struggles to rise. The readjustment and replacement of more bandages and such. Like more wet soaking bandages are pulled off. Are you just using the first aid kit?
Yeah.
Alicia gave us a first
Alright,
aid.
then,
Yeah.
Right?
the
Is
first aid kit. How much is that?
First
A first
aid
aid kit
kit.
does not heal. It
Treat as if you're at the healer's feet.
then it will heal 1d6 plus 4 plus the recipient's total level.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh, not bad.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. So
You roll your d6 plus 4 then.
That's definitely Alara's.
hopefully it's good.
Go.
It's not bad.
yay.
7.
What's your level?
20.
Are we adding?
It
It's
adds
6.
He's adding
his
it.
level, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
he's adding it quietly.
Oh, okay.
It's better now, but he struggles to his feet.
Yeah.
There was a girl.
Girl.
I was attacking her. Not much older than you and Fira used to be. I did what came naturally.
Used to be.
It's what a
She-
champion does.
Kurok, you bring a tear to my eye, man. But on a more serious note, she's still alive? Is she okay?
I think so. The first thing she did was run. Smart girl. Dark. Alara,
Mm-hmm.
notice the bandages around the eyes are sort of sunken in.
Kurok, can you sit down for a while? I need to check something. It seems quite important.
Yeah.
As soon as he sits down, I look at his eye sockets. Does
They are
it look?
ruined beyond current repair by normal means.
I wave my hands in front of his face.
No response. Still just sniff again. Is it bad?
Worst.
Kurok, it looks like you're blind.
Oh no.
Can I don't think lesser restoration will fix this though.
No.
No.
Are his eyes gone or are they still there?
I think they're withered.
Like a huge slash mark just over the face and everything.
I think for the purposes of this, a lesser restoration wouldn't really cut it.
Yeah,
Wouldn't.
that's what I thought.
Wait.
It's
Would
like,
greater one help?
Maybe full restoration might, but that has like a 100 GP cost.
Yeah.
The higher level spell
Wow.
regeneration will probably do it because that lets you grow like your limbs back and shit.
Yeah, I don't have
After
that.
you like it exposed, there was like bits of teeth like cut off and broken from the slashes and all that. After putting all these jigsaw puzzles together, and here still comes the final kicker. He's not going to be seeing for a while.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll be blind for a while. So he'll have disadvantages on his attack rolls.
Kurok,
And
unfortunately,
Rokmal needs a new champion. will not do.
But I'm nowhere near as strong as you are. And you know as well as I do.
You can see. That much will be important. Which way is the exit?
You need to lie down.
There. What are you gonna do?
Find it.
I shake my head towards Adam like, no, dude, this guy needs rest. And
It wants me. Away.
Kurok. I've never said no to a fight with you before. Let me help you.
self-sacrifice is commendable, but not this time.
Let us help you. We can fight it together.
We're not gonna start leaving any of the crew members, not right now, not here.
They took everything I could have to put a dent in it.
Tell us what you know about it. Perhaps it will help us fight it better. There is, out of character, how many of us? 3, 4? There's 4 of us, right? Yeah.
There's 4 of us, yes.
It says 4 of us. Hopefully it'll make a difference.
I did not raise the both of you to sacrifice you. The young will always rise. Not so much.
Again, I ask, tell us more about this thing that you fought. Our time is very short right now.
Alara?
There's a knock on the door. The one of Crystal's gang members has appeared there. He looks pale despite being a huge person himself, shaven and bald and all that.
What happened?
Alicia asked me to tell you there was 3 knocks on the roof.
It's here. Why have you not left?
Are we ready to take him away?
If you can. He'll put up a fight. Kurok, they'll...
Oh, let them take me. It's fine. I know what they plan.
Whatever it is, it's upstairs. Again, more information the better. Did it flinch when you did certain things? What did it look like? What did it
If
do?
you know this, it may come for you.
Does it matter
Above
at this
all
point?
else, as a predator, this one strikes when you least expect it. It's its advantage. Buys that.
Can it turn invisible?
You really want to know this?
I do.
I would too.
The Crystal's thug sort of backs off, closing his hands over his ears.
Let us have it.
It was an abomination. It had bits and pieces from everywhere. Something was trying to build itself. It had scales, long claws. I took one of the claws off. He has one left. Long claws, scales, hide, piercing. Itself from parts and pieces. And when I cut off the flesh beneath, metal that thinks. Magic doesn't work so well. Smells of cinnamon, but you can burn it. Holy light.
Ooh.
It analyzes, it thinks fast, it reacts faster. There is metal under the skin, metal that thinks. I don't really even know if I want you to try.
Do you think we can send it away somehow?
You believe it'll work?
Well, Rose takes
If the
out
tribe lose one, then lose all.
the pepper from her. I have a portal key to the abyss. Do you think we can make him take it somehow? I don't know how to use it though.
Doesn't sound that stupid.
Have it,
Come again?
and I have it.
Right?
No, Kurok's asking you for the portal.
It's like, no, don't. I shake my head. I shake my head.
Rose just stares at Kurok and then she turns to Crystal again. It's like, do you think we can do this?
It's not, Crystal's not here.
Oh no. Oh, I thought Crystal was there.
No, her lackey was here, and then he's sort of like
closed
la la
his
la 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 la.
Okay, so she's Rose stares at Kurok and then she turns to Alara. So do you think we can make him eat it?
I'm actually more worried that he turns it
Hates
on
me.
himself.
It hates me, it may certainly try.
Well, no, Kurok, we do not. Takes out the return key and gives it to Kurok. How does the return key look like?
Okay, I would say that the portal key itself is just shaped like an intricately made down pointing arrow.
Okay, I thought it
The
was.
return key is like an upturned arrow.
Okay. Right, because I kind of remember the abyssal thing was like a pepper, a really spicy pepper.
Yeah, the shape of the pepper suggests such.
Yeah. Okay, so right, I give him the he's blind. Oh my god. Okay, first I give him the return key. Okay, remember this one. This is for you to come back. You have to come back. Promise me.
Why not pass the return key to like Adam or something? Because Kurok will not be in a position to be able to move, so someone's gonna have to
He's the one.
drag his ass back.
And
This is the one asking
Return
for
key
the
doesn't
going.
work that way.
I
Come
don't.
again?
How
The
does the
return
return
key-
key work?
Return key is basically a key from the abyss to Sigil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Key is basically from Sigil to the abyss.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Before I give him the key to go to the abyss, I'm gonna give him the key to return from the abyss because I don't want him to sacrifice himself and like stay in the abyss forever. No.
He takes the key with one hand, the right one.
Promise me you will come back. Why Adam though? Adam, don't go into the abyss.
The out of character, if you give him the key and that thing takes him, that thing is gonna kill him straight up. He won't have time to use the key.
Okay, this is the thing. I'm not quite sure how the keys work.
Okay.
Can the
Okay.
DM kind of like enlighten
How
us a bit? Because
how do you activate the key?
he says something
This one simply crushing it.
So for both, you crush it.
Seems to be.
Okay, so when you crush one, it opens a portal to the abyss. But when you're in the abyss, you have to crush the other one to come back to Sigil.
Yeah.
It's literally a key.
Yep.
So that's it. Can it carry? I know it opens a portal for like what, 2 seconds or something like that.
You
He
don't know
said
the
this one is
duration.
probably like a minute because it's cheap.
Okay. Whatever it is, I don't think it's a good idea. It's a very bad plan. It's a good plan to throw that thing into the abyss, but what's to say it won't come back?
Can I dismiss the portal when it's open?
Not sure.
Hey, Kurok,
Yes.
give it to me straight. You aren't gonna make it, are you?
We must and prepare for the worst.
Do you really think I can be Turukmal's champion? I mean, look at me. Fira could beat me up in a heartbeat.
Any champion right now will be better than none. It is what a champion does. Someone stronger.
Alright. I'll hold on to it for you. Just make sure you come back alive, yeah?
Huh?
Please.
Who's holding what now?
No, I'm
Exactly.
telling him I'm holding on to the title of champion. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Needed context for that.
Thug appears at the top door again. On the roof. Who knocks on the roof?
Kurok. Till next time, buddy.
Until next time, the ancestors see us all. He gets up slowly.
I give him a hug.
Wait, did I give him both the keys?
Who
I
and
get
what?
bad
how you
idea.
Give it however you want to now, and say your piece.
Mm, I will give it to Kurok.
Which one?
Both the keys.
Okay.
If you get dragged in there, come back. She says. You must come back. The ship needs you. We all need you.
I give him a hug. And I tell him quietly, thanks for raising me and I expect to see you soon, okay? You're Turokmal's champion. Don't go dying out there.
Only now. Alara saying or doing anything?
She is focused on the guy that's at the door and she's like, 2 knocks. Sounds like a countdown.
Sounds like a what?
Countdown.
Countdown.
But she's doing this in her head because this seems like a somber moment.
Okay, so Alara stays silent after she's done. Ira sort of stands up and blocks the door, just shaking her head. No. This isn't how the stories go. Champions deserve better than this. Kurok just looks at her. Fira, as champion, this is my choice. Step aside. She remains there for now. Adam, will you tell her, please?
I walk up to Fira and I give her a hug. Tell her he's gonna be alright.
You hug her, Fira, and you see that she's crying. However hard she's trying to hold. Using her long hair to try and let it fall over her face, but it's not hiding it well enough.
Never let us down before, right? He's our champion. You gotta let him go.
Adam, I hate this place.
I know. Fucking hate it too. I pull her to the side if she lets me.
She does after a fashion. You see Crystal herself show up. One very, very long knock. Come on, boys. Urok sort of heads up towards them. A nod, a pat on the back, and start to lead him out.
I yell really loudly as he leaves. I'll write stories about you.
I turn around. Shall we go upstairs?
Keep writing, Adam. Who's going upstairs?
Aren't we just in the basement, which is kind of dark?
Yeah. You are currently in the basement, but everyone's headed up already.
Yeah. So we should... If it says fighting, we should go in a bigger area. At least one that's less dark. Then I move to go upstairs.
Rose and Adam, are you following upstairs?
Yeah, Rose will give a long look to Kurok as she leaves.
I'm gonna stay next. If she wants to, if she's like still crying and like sobbing in the basement.
Ira watches as Rose leaves. Then she brings her fist up into her own face, and after recovering, stands up and starts walking.
Follow behind them.
You head upstairs where like all the empty tables and chairs, spotless as before, are. Crystal and her ducks have stood up, are holding Kurok as they move towards the door. Some of them are like telling the most idiotic jokes you've ever heard, the most silly jokes and such. Possibly in languages that maybe Kurok doesn't understand either, but they're just laughing along with it. Alicia is seated at the far end table, like a handkerchief on her lap. Fish look in her eyes as she's watching them walk out.
I go to Alicia and I say, I think you should make your way out as well, just in case.
That's my sister. And now, hope itself.
Well, we might get lucky. It's better than not trying.
Hope's
We're
not
going to
dead.
try and fight it.
Your hope's not dead, Alicia.
Well, if you can, try and have that big man over there not die.
Are you going to try and fight it?
Yes.
Of you. What does Alara say?
Yes. Yeah.
Adam?
You better believe it.
Rose?
The rose nods quietly. Night.
Ira just draws her bow and notches an arrow. And let me think. This sounds like an excellent time to cut to Verity and Haze.
Okay.
It does. It does.
Come save us.
You
I
guys,
have
I think
no idea.
maybe you guys should just finish this one and we can just start next session.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not going to do a combat in
No.
17 minutes.
Nah, yeah, it won't.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have no time.
Fuck!
Chill, man,
Yeah,
chill.
yeah, yeah.
Next week will be pain.
Like,
You better not die
the party
because-
started splitting. It was like, oh well.
Well, you better don't die because if you do, Verity is gonna be very sad.
It's like I leave you alone for a
He's
few
gonna be
hours
guilty
and you
as heck.
die.
It's just like no, we left them there. They went off, and then they died. I mean, chances were that they were going to die.
They're Bergs anyway.
We're just gonna be so
okay.
guilty.
Papa
It's okay,
Bear.
Verity. We can
Gonna
we
be
can
sad.
Be like the new adventurers who are like the orphans from the bleak.
Oh my god.
No, you guys can pick up the random guys that are
Oh,
around.
we get to be Crystal's gang.
Like someone can be Finala, someone can be Vader,
The Hound.
Somebody becomes Noel.
someone becomes the dinosaur man. It's all Gucci.
Nah, we
Oh, yeah,
won't
one thing I
die, we'll be
forgot to
fine.
say. During the entire thing, quiet.
What?
The Newt was quiet during the entire exchange.
Oh, damn! We should check out what Newt is doing.
Well, the newt is only
Sleeping-
active
sleeping
because
off the
there's food.
coma.
If there's no food, it doesn't respond usually.
Yeah, but what if it's responding to the... Oh.
I mean, you can always never talk much when there's tension in the air or there's like aggression in the air. It's
true,
just always
animal
hiding
instinct.
whenever things are happening.
True,
Just like offer the newt to Kurok. Kurok will sniff and identify what it is.
Yeah.
Get
Corrupt.
back into the room, madam.
We're gonna be a blind sage now. Okay, but seriously, are we
cut
cutting
to
to?
Verity and Haze.
Yes!
All right.
Alright. Oblivious of everything happening, return to the prison. The prison, the nice grey walled structure with high fences. And less patrols of the Mercy Killers. This is their headquarters. One judge guilty in the city court, and the punishments are handled here. The guilty skip court altogether.
Dang.
Then when do they usually have court?
Usually have what?
When would they usually have court if people are found guilty and they get executed on the spot or something?
Usually in the mornings. Otherwise, they're held there overnight for judging in the next morning.
But what I'm asking is like, if a person is guilty and usually a mercy killer will execute on the spot, then who are the people who is?
Then a post-mortem report is given.
Okay, so usually it's the nobles or royalties who get put into the court for judging then, because they, I don't know, they have power,
As
connection.
in, get judged some of the really severe cases, like for example, the mercy killer is being attacked. There's no court judgment going to come out there.
Okay.
They just die.
Like the big public ones are the public treason, that kind of thing. Those are the big public cases.
Mm-hmm.
It's public and all that. So in this case, you arrive at the prison itself. Charming.
Well, it's not a rare sight. I've been here for quite a while. Verity has been here quite a lot.
Too, probably.
He's been here for quite frequently for a time, to be honest.
So you go through the proper procedures.
Yep.
And the clerk looks up at you. Oh, officer.
I'm here to investigate on matters with Justice Sire.
Justice Sire. A logbook's taken out. The quill pen moves over the pages. You hear like a faint wail from within the prison.
Oh yeah, on the way here, I just want to let you know that he did inform Sire that he's coming.
Okay.
So there's a loud wail.
The wail from the prison's direction. Like the area itself is quite the good thing about the prison is that no crimes are ever committed within 100 feet radius of the building. So I'm very happy to just set up shop here.
Oh.
Itself is a humorless building of grim stones and spikes. And not 2 minutes after the takes your name down, Justice Sire himself shows up. Verity, Officer Verity. It is a pleasure.
Good evening, Justice Sire. Sorry, I'm just trying.
He says, shall we speak somewhere else?
Yes, I would like matters privately.
You over to a quiet room that in some ways resembles a confessionary.
How large is this quiet room?
Large enough for maybe 4 people to sit.
Ah, big enough.
Right. Oh, you received word already.
Yes, I read the report from the doctor or whoever he says he is, the surgeon, yes.
Alpha has been...
Do you know much about the...
Although he does speak quite candidly about slavery, which I might remind some isn't exactly legal in this city. Well, in local connections and all that.
I wonder which... Do you know any... Never mind. I just want to ask if you know about the markings. He told me that you seem to respond to that. Markings on the neck.
Sile's eyes narrow. Quite perspective, isn't he, for someone with such a mask on? Don't wonder how he saw anything through that.
Well, we don't know. They're the Prime, the outsider. They have some strange powers.
Well, I had a bit of a gambling habit once. And on the neck,
And what on the neck?
the numbers in the neck that the surgeon uncovered,
Mm-hmm.
9 digits in total, but they were
on
spaced
top.
apart in a certain way.
Okay.
They were spaced apart in a certain way that reminds me of the gambling tables.
So you think that Mantork was a gambler who's lost a lot and have to sell his. I don't know.
Possibly. Anything else? I've never gone that deep into the hobby.
But do you know people who run this kind of establishment?
Owls. I can think of a few establishments where gambling is permitted within the city. Thing that actually goes beyond and offers slavery on the side with wagers. That sounds like a whole new other investigation altogether.
So they get numbers etched on them if they have a debt or some sort.
Not exactly easy to spot, is it? The surgeon had to dig pretty deep.
Well then, this seems to not be too linked to the one we're investigating right now.
Goodness no, but
We have to investigate on this matter after the eyeless ones. So, Aram told me that the Beholder. Do you know the Beholder?
it had been burned out by
Yes. Aram says they they burn people with light, so light will not be on our side. And I may not be able to do much.
purity. Sahil, you can see him frown again, and you see him actually looking a bit disturbed at this.
As he says, purity?
As the word purity is mentioned, yeah. Purity.
So, you're saying like they kill people with purity.
From the way he describes it, it's as if they burn out impurities.
Yes, Aram did say that the Beholder are always on the hunt for people who tries to cheat death. Also, he told.
So they try and cheat death, but that would be the other kind, wouldn't it? The one that employs infernal fire and such.
There is another corpse with that sort of fiendish markings on it.
Oh, he rubs his head together. Just I used more than one.
I can't say for sure, but it seems like there is both celestial and fiendish or infernal beings. I'm not sure if they're working together.
Verity, you know, I'm sensitive of my heritage.
Yes.
What do you think?
What do you mean?
What do you think of this, if anything?
Well, it's definitely some kind of aberration.
Anyway, the point I'm getting is raised once. I think maybe by the governors, killers themselves. A little question. Terrible question. What, as we are called, in some backwater prime worlds, they think we are tainted with the blood of fiends. Not incorrect. But there was a question once of what happened if you were to remove that taint.
And at this point, where he's very shocked, he's like, I don't think that would be. I think it would kill the person.
The point is Verity. Some people are willing to go very far for purity. Purity at the expense of humanity, if we're even human.
You do. So
I'm
it's
not sure if that's a compliment, actually. I'm trying to find a better word for it. Just... Ugh, never mind.
just know that you are a good person, Sayo. It's just the work that you're doing doesn't allow, but you have to strike your own balance for that. It's just this whole burning things for purity that is dangerous.
Verity, I think it's time to take some rest, but if you get any further leads, let me know.
Did you
I
get
would
any
be willing
leads?
to lend my personal assistance to this matter.
Do you still have the pin?
Yes, I do. Do you need it back?
Have you found anything from it? Have you found anything from it?
He frowns, thinking a bit. I've shown it to some of the more skilled arcanists in my group. Well, they detected something on it. Something like a sensor.
It's a sensor. It's not a portal key.
It is a portal key. But I have a sneaking suspicion that the control of it isn't solely in the possessor's hands.
Oh. Okay, then I have to find the person who's selling these keys to people.
This
Yeah.
means that holding on to it will be a liability.
Yes, I suspect so.
Then,
So you will need it if you are to complete investigation, I suspect.
yes.
Just don't hold it for long. Passes you the key in a jar, both of them, the extinguished and the active one, tells you it has been enchanted with a non-detection for the next 24 hours. After that, if you still have it on hand, bring it back.
Thank you, Sayo. You always does a lot of things with a lot of foresight, and then Righty takes it.
Something very big is going on in this city, bigger than usual even.
There is a lot going on, yes.
Anything else?
Did you ask anything else?
I think we covered most of the stuff.
Yeah. No more? Well, Righty asks, any more news regarding the commander of the ship?
I asked around a bit. There's something in particular you were hoping to know?
Well, the outsider seems quite keen to find all the others. So, what is the charge on this commander, other than destroying buildings and all that? Seems like he's...
You are aware that those weren't just any buildings.
How long are they planning to hold him? Yeah.
Indefinitely until all the charges are resolved, I believe. On its most basic surface, it can be constituted several acts of public vandalism in one go, in one night.
Is it
Even
possible?
anarchists do not necessarily get up to that level of destruction.
Do you think it's possible for me to talk to the prisoner?
I do not have that jurisdiction to the factual about it.
I shall think about that. Thank you, Sayo.
If you should speak to the factual, be fully prepared.
Yes,
The factual is only a cool ally to the harmonium.
duly noted. Thank you, Sayo. You've been doing hard work today.
I hope so.
You are.
Hmm.
Don't overwork yourself.
And just one more thing to note. Prisoner is apparently a fiend. You know this, I think.
A fiend?
Yes.
No. Oh,
I think we were informed, right?
no.
Yeah, no. You did. In the beginning.
Well,
thought in-
to clear the record, the captain is clearly a fiend of some kind. And apparently, one of the places struck was the Temple of the Abyss.
And
There
so,
seems to be some blood war sentiments on the rise, as if we didn't have enough.
and then Raity's like, not face palm, but like forehead rub on his helmet.
Helmet rub.
Forehead rub.
Let that sink in for a second.
And then it's like, that's a lot of trouble.
I have half a mind to actually just drag him out of the cells and toss him to the temple and call it a day. That would resolve so many issues.
Yes, but I heard that the Fated won't be happy to just get it resolved. Like, they are not the kind to let things. From I know.
I even dare say this bloody fiend is using justice from outside to keep himself safe. Against the wrath of the abyss and a few prison bar cells.
Oh. That's in some way, that's some way to be safe. Well, do take care, so do not get yourself into any trouble.
You too, Verity. Take care.
Right, he gives him a little pat at the back.
Yes or not? Like, well, I better go back to the paperwork. Until next morning. Oh, ask the receptionist if you want a place to stay for the night.
Oh, alright, I will. Wait, have you eaten your dinner yet?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Have you?
And no.
The receptionist with something.
Alright. Thank you. And then Jess is like, thank you, Jessica, and then he heads off.
Stupid
Thank you,
Sayo.
Verity. And we close here for the night.
Oh, what? Okay, that was good. That was good.
It was really good. You guys have all the action, man. Ready for you next session.
Hey, man, if we die,
You won't
Sid.
die, guys. I have faith in you.
We won't hear for a while. We'll just be like, I wonder what happened to that group.
Yep.
Correct.
I
Hey,
don't
where's our
wanna
soup
die.
kitchen?
You
Did
won't
they-
die, guys. I have faith in you.
Did they make plans to meet up with Verity and Hayes
Nope.
No.
further?
Oh no,
Oh,
they
But
okay.
do.
Verity
They do.
does know.
They
we're
do
going
because Arana sending to people to meet up in First Garrison.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what did Arana told.
No, but her
Because-
neither of her sendings went through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
but
like, did
he
Arana
doesn't know
told
that,
her-
so it's like the assumption is there's gonna be people at the garrison.
But Alara didn't tell him that none of the sending went through, right?
Yep.
No.
Oh
Pretty
well,
much,
so
yeah.
Verity is just gonna stupidly
We're-
stand
like,
in front of First
we're-
Garrison waiting for people to come.
What?
We're not meant to wait here. I think we're meant to like just
In the First
continue,
Garrison.
and then like if people turn up, then they'll contact you via helmet.
I
And
guess so. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
be like,
they,
yeah.
oh,
they
there's
can do
this
that.
dude, and he's citing your name, and you'd be like, oh, are they from Prime? Are they from
Oh yeah.
from
no.
either
Do they
They can
look?
contact
or
me,
Metal
that's true.
Ring,
Yeah.
etc. And
That's
you'd be like,
true.
yeah, that's them, and you'd be like, oh, okay, and then
Okay.
you can process together.
And with that, we just gotta say goodbye to everybody who might still be watching. I don't know if they are. But
Yeah.
thanks for watching. We will see you next week. Hopefully, pray for us. We don't want to die.
Bye.
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 Bye.